match, and they're both very brave. First of all, his name is Robin Haas. He is from Washington, D.C. right now. His motto is no guts, no glory. Please welcome Robin Haas. Thank you. Oh, you're just trying to get those extra votes, Robin.
And that's it? It's just me. David decided not to show up tonight.
No. David is here. And David...
He always just thrown in the white towel.
And David's motto is, I will do anything to beat Robin Haas. Please welcome David Burke.
Hello. Hi.
I get a kiss from you too. From Park Avenue Cafe right here in New York. That's the last time. Back to your corners, because I know you want to know what you're going to cook with. People don't believe it. This is the first time you're going to hear about it, right?
Absolutely.
Should we wait just a few more minutes?
Hey, you know what? Suit yourself.
No. We're going to go right ahead because we want them to know. Please welcome Marshall Seidel. Just dump it right out, sir.
Okay.
How much did you spend, Marshall?
$10.41.
Yeah, 41 cents over.
I know. Well, we're in New York City.
There you go. That's right. What'd you bring?
Okay, I've got turkey, cutlets.
Okay.
I've got some prunes. I've got couscous, string beans, and blue cheese.
All right. Well, Robin thinks about that. And you're laughing?
See,
you're
you know,
laughing?
I just want to make it interesting tonight, don't you?
That's right.
Never laugh before you see your ingredients.
That's right. Your ingredients are an empty basket.
Let's welcome Steve Talmud. Sir? Hello, sir. Just dump it out. How much did you spend?
$10.23.
Okay, so you're both a tad over. What'd you bring?
Math. I bought sole, sliced almonds, porcini mushrooms, rice pilaf, spinach.
Okay. Well, David, digest that. Well, not digest it, looks at it. Remind our studio audience that they can also, don't want to eat it yet. We can also use what's in the pantry. We have some of the basics in the pantry, things like dried seasoning and oils. Also in the refrigerator, there are basic staples like milk and eggs.
David, that's what you use in the kitchen. Success price, right?
But the rules are they have just 20 minutes to cook, and they can only use the main ingredients that you're looking at on the butcher blocks. All right, Robin Haas first. Do you know what you're going to do?
We have a sort of an idea. We're going to do a tomato couscous with pitted prunes and this is saga, which is a type of soft blue cheese. We're going to do a saga vinaigrette with a seared, what are these called again?
Beans.
String beans.
String beans. And we're gonna crust this.
But we have complete faith in you, Robin.
So you're folding
faith.
away from me over there. Let's go.
So what are you going to do?
Okay, let's book it.
We're going to make sole in an almond crust with porcini, butter, and fried spinach.
Okay, and we're going to see if you can do all of this in just 20 minutes. Audience, help me get them started. Here we go. Ready, set, cook. To your apron. Okay, David, you can be honest. Did you see anything here that threw you? I wouldn't think so.
Nope, we're ready to go.
In the times you've been here, you've had more.
Yeah, this seems to work. It seems, these are classic
but sometimes
together.
that's harder.
Yeah. Well, this is going to take a little time because they're dry.
Which is the porcini mushrooms.
Yeah, but we're gonna boil them and make the sauce right in the same pot.
Because they're dried, so you need to fluff them out.
Yeah, we need to rehydrate.
Now we just want to chat for a second with our contestant over here because you have such a lovely story.
Oh.
Do you mind if we? Well, you don't mind because you already told the world. Your name is Stephen Talmud. Wait for a second.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm doing this for Robin's team. I'll distract you for just a second. Your name is Stephen Talmud, and for those who don't know, the Talmud is the holy...
It's a rabbinical discussion on the Bible, so discussing the laws of the Bible.
So how did you propose to your wife?
There's a big sign above Times Square. They used to rent it out for the credits on Saturday Night Live. And we used to be able to rent it out. So I rented it out, and it said, Talmud, you've read the book, now marry the man.
And she said...
And she said yes.
And she said yes. I love that.
Well, I had already spent the money. She had to say
She
yes.
had to say yes after that. So you know you're with a creative guy in the kitchen here, David. And now what have you done over here, sir?
Well, we're getting a little tomato broth here working to do the couscous.
Okay.
So we put a little salt, pepper, a little bit of juice out of some canned tomatoes.
Getting my nails cut here.
Well, there's a way to do that. We've all learned how to do a bridge here, and maybe you want to show them.
No. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Once again.
Because we want you intact.
Yeah, we don't... You know, if you want to cut yourself, you got to be on David's team.
Okay.
She take off.
Oh, sideways.
I think it's cut on the bias. Why is that? Is it just
Well, I
for
don't want to
look?
go in the bias. We're not going for that bias cut. We're going for a julienne. So
With
you
about
wanna go
18 minutes left.
Real easy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? And just come down like this. And we're not going to probably need much more than like maybe that much more. We're only doing one dish.
Okay, so a
Okay,
little
great.
julienne there. Have you done a julienne before?
I never knew a julienne at all in my life.
Julianne was an old girlfriend of mine.
But now you have
We've dedicated that cut after her.
to her. You do know a Julia, or sort of. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do I
Excuse me,
hear?
Robin?
I'm sorry. Do I hear that you do a Julia Child?
Oh, a little bit, just a little bit. I do others that I think are a little more better.
Okay, you work on those, Marshall. We'll go back over here to the pepper team. Actually, you've cooked. Have you cooked with Julia Child?
No, but she's eaten in my kitchen a few times.
Oh, is that scary?
Yeah. Well, we have a dining room in the kitchen.
This
No,
is-
she's very nice, and she eats pretty good.
So we should remind people this is at Park Avenue Cafe here in New York and in Chicago.
Yes.
Also, Mrs. Park's in Chicago. But isn't that a little intimidating?
Not really. No. I mean, she's pretty easy. She's not very picky. She likes the classics, I'd imagine.
Did you just say Julia Child was easy? I think you did.
Yeah.
You meant she's easygoing.
Oh, yeah.
She's very easygoing and amenable and a lovely woman.
Child.
No. And we're hoping to have her drop by here someday. By the way,
right.
you have less than 17 minutes.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. With, by the way, a 1-1 tie here. In the 2 times that Robin and David have visited us before,
nope,
they're
not yet.
exactly at 1-1. So this will be the cook-off, so to speak. Tell us what you've done.
No, we refuse to tell you what we're done. David's listening every time we speak.
I'm still doing my
We're starting to
nails.
make a little blue cheese vinaigrette, a little chicken stock. We use a canned chicken stock, a little heavy cream. We're going to use a Saga Blue.
Stop there for a second. With about 60 minutes to go, you said Saga Blue. Is that the brand name, or is
Well, it's actually the name of a group out of Seattle, but I mean, somebody is. She liked that one, huh? Everybody else is like, whoa.
We told you. And it does what?
It's a double cream cheese.
Oh.
Kind of like a brie.
Uh-huh.
And it's been injected with a blue mold, not unlike blue cheese or Roquefort they put in the caves. But all the other blues have injected with a little bit of mold, and it adds flavor
See
to it.
how much we learn here at Ready, Set, Cook?
String beans, don't leave home without them.
And you know what? We're going to learn a lot more, but in 2 minutes' time, because if you're new to the
That's good.
program,
Get rid
we're
of
going to
all
take our
this.
first commercial
That'll be
break.
funny.
But they will keep cooking. That clock keeps ticking. We'll be back and see how far they've gotten. 12 minutes and 52 seconds. You were just looking at the cooktop of Robin Haas over there, and now we're back with David Burke with 12:48. What was that?
Perfect. Keep going.
Frying spinach.
A little bit of that.
Very carefully because it spits a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to serve the stems, which is as spinach root. We're going to saute them. They're like green beans.
Oh, excellent.
And we'll use that as a fried garnish. This we'll use as our main vegetable. And what we're doing is caramelizing some lemons here, right on the stove.
Because it's not yours. What do you care? Just put them around. And what does that do as opposed to a pan?
Saves a little time.
That's all?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving down here.
This is our rice cooking with some of the porcini water from here. We're going to whip some butter into this.
Okay.
Have our porcini sauce.
Okay.
And we have our sole marinating in lemon zest, chives, and egg white. It's going to go into the...
Will you get out of here? Will you get out of here?
See, he's always...
Will you get out of here? He's like a spy. It's like
Well, he
Mad
knows he's
Magazine. What was this again? This was
almonds.
that he chopped that
Stephen ground up for us.
Okay.
And we'll saute that at the last minute.
All right. We want to say we've been saying how these are two of the best chefs in the country, but you don't have to take our word for it. In David's case, there's something called, and I have to get this right, the Chefs of America, which is oddly enough the Chefs of America, and you were voted by your peers Chef of the Year a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Chef of the Year.
Thank you.
That means a lot, doesn't it? Coming from other chefs.
Yeah, I thought it was very nice.
Coming from other chefs.
Yes.
And also, and we know that you do because we hear from people that you want to see some of these recipes. Not this one, because this is being made up as it goes along. But you got a great cookbook out called, oddly enough, Cooking with David Burke.
Been out for about 10 months. So
Yeah.
it's doing pretty well.
You think you're going to make it in how much time?
I think we're going to make it. I hope.
Look at that! Look at that! What is that leaf again?
Spinach.
The spinach leaf. Oh God! I belong over here with Robin. The bean, the spinach leaf.
Chop this
Hey
up.
Robin, catch us up. What were you doing while we were gone?
Ketchup. I don't know. David uses
Makeup.
ketchup.
I didn't bring it.
What did you do while we were gone?
Okay, we're just ready to put together the couscous.
About 10:30 left, by the way. Oh, I noticed the bowl of couscous there, and we saw, Marshall, you had your first fluffing experience.
That's right. I fluffed out.
You were asked to fluff the couscous. You did it with a spoon, and
Chop that up real
you had to
fine.
change to a fork because you had never fluffed before.
I've never fluffed.
And now,
Well, we can't blame him for not fluffing now, can't we?
no, he did a gorgeous job fluffing into the prunes.
A little bit of chicken stock. Actually, we got some canned chicken broth, which works well. This is the vinaigrette. Would you like to taste?
Yes, I would. You've got about 10 minutes left, sir.
Oh, we're in good shape.
Okay. See you.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Yes, it's good. It's wonderful. What was in there again?
That's a little bit of heavy cream, a little bit of chicken stock, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of the Saga Blue. We put the rest of the Saga Blue in the freezer because I wanted to get hard so I can crumble it, because we're going to put a little bit around.
Potential stupid question.
Certainly.
I would think vinegar and cream, that it would separate, and I'd have a hard time putting those two
Vinegar
things
and milk.
Oh, I see. And
Cream has got enough enough milk fat in it so it won't separate with vinegar.
And before I leave Robin, let me just say that it's information like that and the great cooking that he's done at restaurants around the country that earned him the commendation of one of the top 10 chefs in the country according to Food and Wine magazine, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, more!
Oh, just
Nothing
fool-
like a little applause like to feed the ego, huh?
Just fool around, both of
let's
you.
settle over here on me for a while and forget about David.
You can do it if you want, but you've got only 10 minutes left. Actually, less than 10. Let's see. Let's take 8 minutes and 45 seconds while we've been having all this fun. I'll tell you what, we'll take another break. That means 2 minutes less. When we come back, we'll be in that final run. Be right back. few seconds over 6 minutes. Look at Steve here just working away. He's put you to work.
He's making me earn it.
Well, because we have a lovely prize at the end, but the point too is to get to some kind of servable, beautiful dish. And for our studio audience, a reminder, it's what they did with the ingredients they were given, how adventurous they were, how creative they were. And what's happening here? Catch us up.
This is porcini butter. Smell it. Want to taste?
Gorgeous, wonderful.
This is the rehydrated porcini with a little bit of red wine vinegar and butter.
Oh, I have such a hard job, don't I? I have to taste all these things. It's wonderful, but you know, you only have about 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
And
The fish,
Fish is coated with almonds.
okay,
An egg white. We let the yolks out, a little lemon, and some chives here.
Okay.
We're going to cook that in a pan and then follow it with the spinach root.
okay, delicious. And I love these garnishes.
Fried
This is
spinach.
very in right now, isn't it? The drop just about
well-
anything in oil.
Fried, well, texture, you know. Robin wouldn't know anything about that. But, you know.
Whoa, I think he's dissing you again.
Stop.
Actually, no,
What's his name again? David?
what are you doing here, by the way? We'll catch
Well,
up
since
first. and then-
since this dish has got, it's a couscous dish, and we've got a little blue cheese, we've got little things happening here. We got a little, since it's a Moroccan action, there's a little bit of French influence on that, and there's also a little bit of Turkish and Moroccan, kind of all works together in that part of the world, in my mind anyway, because of the times I've spent traveling there. We got breadcrumbs we made with a little bit of instant coffee in it.
Because why? Just for taste?
Because of that Turkish coffee, so we want a little bit of that
Interesting.
happening with it.
Isn't that
So we're gonna
interesting?
take, and we just put a little bit of parsley in it. That's salt and pepper. Ooh, that looks a little hot, huh? Let's get rid of that. Pop that off of there for me.
Yeah, where are you going with that?
We're gonna go right in here,
Or into another pan.
and then we're just gonna hit it with oil again, because it's kind of cooled it down.
Good for you.
So we'll take
You
it
know-
off the heat, and I'll start it.
You know, and it's little things like that that mean so much to people like me. When there's no such thing as a mistake. You just kind of
No, you just
keep
kind
going.
of make it happen. You know, hi guys. I'm down here for a minute. I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, I love how Marshall just says to me, no, that's what makes the pros. Like Marshall now cooking for 15 minutes with Robin Haas.
I'm a pro.
He's a
He is a pro.
Actually,
He's
you
got
only,
his son's in the audience, right? Where is he?
In fact, we just want Marshall's wife not to have the baby yet. We know this is very exciting, but she's expecting a baby and they got a little one there. So we know you've got at least 2 votes. So we have at least 2 tomato votes to start, Robin.
Okay.
Back over here with David. You don't have a lot of time, guys. Let's have a check of the time. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Do not take. Do not do this. We want to remind our studio audience that look at what's happening here on the cooktop while you watch. Remind you that what they had was sole, porcini mushrooms, sliced almonds, and rice pilaf. That was it. It goes to show what the pantry can do. Tell me what you're doing here.
I am putting the rice in this plate.
Is this going to be your serving plate?
Yeah, we're going to serve it in this bowl.
Okay.
Deep dish.
All right. Those are the spinach.
Spinach root, we call it. Yeah, or stem. Root's a little better. I'm going to flip the fish. See the chives we have?
It's your ordinary paper towel mold. We want to add a little height to the plate, so we're just going to take this, cut it here. We have our mold.
And you're going to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Haas. It's also great for putting your old Christmas lights around, but that's a whole
Oh,
other
wait a
show.
minute. You know what? Even better. Even better.
You've got
Because
2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes?
2 minutes to change your idea. 2. All right, well, we are ready to see what you're going to do with that. These are skills, by the way, that are going to be seen in 3 new Asian restaurants across the country because you're developing
The
a whole
one thing
new...
you always want to do is, in the kitchen, professionally in the kitchen, we taste everything before we ever serve it. So, even though we've made this and we're working on kind of an impromptu type schedule, it's got great flavor. It's got the prunes happening. It's got the basil. It's got a little tomato, but
And you've got
it
a
was
minute and 30
flat.
seconds. Minute and 30 seconds. Back over here where they are dressing the fish. Did you put something? Oh, you put the fish over the rice.
Fish is on the rice, yes.
Okay, it's beautiful. And the almond nuts, but sir, you have about 1:10.
Wait. Okay. Now our sauce is finished.
The sauce was the porcini, remember?
Porcinis.
Porcini mushrooms with 1:08. Over here. Oh, I see what you're doing. Filling those things with the rice.
Now we got to get them out of there.
Okay. And the rice will bind itself.
Well, it's
as got
couscous.
starch. Oh, it's couscous. Yes, it is. I knew that. Couscous.
I love this lady in the red.
Busted by the lady in red. And also, we got the cheese that you were chilling.
Right there.
Okay, if you had a little more time, that would have bound a little more.
No, we're fine.
Fine.
So we're gonna
and
do
by the way,
this.
you have
We're
36
gonna take
seconds.
this up on top like this.
This is what we hear that height is in, building up.
Well, you want this something to make it a little more fun. Drain that.
27 seconds. As if cooking in 27 seconds wasn't fun enough. Both the plates are building. You see the spinach garnish going on, the porcini sauce over with David Burke, and here you're watching the building of Robin Haas's plate.
Give me the sauce.
Okay, you can put your spinach back on top, but audience, now it's your turn. Remember, here's how it works. You cast your tomato if you're voting for Robin and Marshall's. Name it, Robin.
Oh, this is Marshall's turkey with prune couscous and a blue cheese vinaigrette.
And those green things on the top. And you're going to cast your pepper if you're voting for David and Steve's.
That's called From the Soul.
Oh, sweet and simple and to the point. Okay, audience, it's your turn. Cast your vegetables. And you know what? Our counters are telling us it's a tie. It is a tie. Both teams win. Come on in here, you guys. So, Stephen, please accept from us this bread maker and use it with your family. It's a beautiful bread maker. And Marshall, we have a bread maker for you,
so much.
too.
I'm
Please
touched.
accept this and use it with your growing family.
Thank you very much.
And you guys, now you got a tie.
You need to come over here.
You got a tie, and you got one win apiece, so you got to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do you think, David? I love you like a brother.
Time for our hug. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Join us again, but right now it's time for us to eat.
For a copy of today's recipes, please write to Ready, Set, Cook, Post Office Box 5458, New York, New York 10185. Make sure to include today's show number. Are you going to be in New York City? If you'd like to be a contestant or a member of our studio audience, please call 212-997-8836.
You know what? Why don't I cut it off right
Hey
The fork's back here.
Hello.
I'm just gonna like.
All right. Get my flyer going?
Dig in. I was just going to get that out of the way so we get a burn.
How you doing? All toast. Oh God, I hate to be in control of like everybody's.
You like it?